Hi guys, my name is Miss Riven, and today we're going to be doing a lesson based off of the outdoors and fall. And I'm going to start off by reading a book called Little Tree by Lauren Long. Once there was a little tree filled with little leaves, who was surrounded by other little trees who had little leaves of their own. How many little trees are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. In the heat of long summer days, Little Tree's leaves kept him cool. The squirrels would climb up on his branches to play. The mourning dove landed on him and sang her fluty song. The little tree was sure to grow up big and strong. Autumn arrived and cool winds filled the air. The wind tickled the little tree as it passed through his branches and ruffled his leaves. The air grew cold, and the leaves on all of the trees changed color, becoming yellow, red, and orange. Can you see all of their leaves changing color? Then, one by one, the trees began to drop their leaves. But not Little Tree. He just hugged onto his leaves tight. "Hello, Little Tree," said a squirrel. "You're supposed to drop your leaves now." But Little Tree was unsure. What would he do without his leaves? You see the squirrel? Winter came. "What are you doing with leaves still on you?" asked the doe. Little Tree just hugged his leaves tight. Springtime arrived and the little forest burst into life again. The other trees grew bright new leaves. The squirrels played in their branches. Little Tree could hear the mourning dove singing her fluty song. The seasons continued to come and go. "Little Tree," quacked a duckling, "your leaves are brown. Are you feeling sick?" A fox said, "Little Tree, it's autumn. It's time for you to drop your leaves. You can do it. Ready? 1, 2. But Little Tree just hugged his leaves tight. All around, the forest grew and grew. One summer, Little Tree could no longer feel the sunlight. The squirrels played high above on the broad, tall trees, and the mourning dove sang so far that he could hardly hear her fluty song. Do you think he feels left out? All of the other trees grew taller than him. Autumn came again. Leaves began to blanket the ground. Little Tree looked up at the other trees, at their branches reaching high into the sky. He remembered when the trees had all been this size. And then he let go. As his last leaf floated to the ground, for the first time Little Tree felt the harsh cold of winter. But in time, something happened. You see, he grew tall. Once there was a little tree. And that's it for our book. So now we're going to go into vocab words. Hi guys, I'm now joined by Miss Brianna and Miss Miriam, and Miss Brianna is going to take us through our vocab words.
Our first vocab word is a doe, which is a baby female deer. Our second is supposed to, which supposed to means as if your mom or your dad was to tell you you have to do something. Yeah. And then the next is autumn, which is a season, which is fall. And the last one is duckling, which is a baby duck.
Okay guys, so now we're going to do a lesson, and the first thing we need to do is collect our materials. So the things you will need are crayons, leaves from outside. If you do go outside to collect, make sure that your parents know where you are and accompany you, and pieces of paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the leaves under the paper and then draw with the crayon, and it makes a cool pattern. So we're all going to do that now. and you can choose whatever color that you want. Personally, I'm going to choose purple. I chose purple. What did you choose?
I'm going to choose orange.
And I'm going to choose the lightest blue. Oh, yeah, I'll do the blue.
Okay, now we will show you our creations. So mine is a purple leaf, and I used this leaf to create this picture.
Mine is orange, and I used this leaf.
Mine is blue, and I used this leaf.
Okay guys, now we're going to go over our vocab words. Our first vocab word is doe. Do you remember what a doe is? A doe is a female deer. For example, you could say, I just saw a doe in the woods. Our second vocab word is duckling. Do you know what a duckling is? A duckling is a baby duck. For example, you could say, I just saw a duckling swimming in a pond. Our third vocab word is autumn. Do you know what autumn means? Autumn is a season. It's the same as fall. For example, you could say, October and November make up autumn. And our final vocab word is supposed to. Do you remember what supposed to means? Supposed to is something that you have to do. For example, if your mom or dad asks you to clean your room, that's something that you're supposed to do.
And now we have some questions. So the first question is, what color did you use to color your leaf? I used orange because that's one of my favorite colors. And Miss Miriam used purple.
It's one of my favorite colors.
Another question would be, how many leaves did you end up tracing? We both only did one leaf, but you could have done as many leaves as you wanted. Maybe you had a lot of leaves in your backyard, so you did 4 or maybe 5. That is awesome. So, if you did do multiple leaves, which one was your favorite? Another question would be, what was your favorite part of the book? My favorite part was when the little tree finally let go of all of his leaves and he got to grow big and tall like all of the other trees around him.
My favorite part was when we met the doe. Even though the doe was a very small character in the book, I liked learning about what a doe was because I didn't know before.
And that's all for our lesson. Thank you for joining us in creating our lovely little leaf pictures. It was great seeing you all again, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.